Right, so this is take 3 now of the same video. Lockdown and quarantine is gonna make me go insane, I think. But yeah, welcome to the Jones Zone. This is now the third time I've said this in a video. Basically, this is one that I wanted to slot in before some other ones I've already done, before I knew I was going to call it the Jones Zone. So yeah, so some of the ones afterwards, you won't hear me say that, and that's just because I didn't know what it was going to be called when I did those. I just started doing them. But as you'll notice, the camera is moving without me having to do anything, and I'm not holding the phone. So what I basically have done is I've got a new setup to do these vlogs with, to stop having to use my camera all the time, because that's just a bit too long a process. So I upgraded my phone. I got an iPhone 11. Used to have an iPhone 8. And I've got the DJI, although that's DJI, but it's pronounced DJI, Osmo Mobile 3 gimbal, which is basically a tripod for your phone. And if I pick it up, as you can see, it's going to carry on tracking my face, because that's one of the features that it has. Yeah, which I basically got for the sole purpose of doing things like this and doing B-roll behind the scenes footage for Doctor Who. The reason I wanted to do this little one here though is I wanted to talk briefly about Disney Plus. So as you'll know, Disney Plus has just come to the UK. It was Tuesday. And you know, naturally it's quite exciting, and I just wanted to talk about whether it's worth it or not. And the short answer is, I think it really depends on who you are and what you like to watch. Because at first I found myself being a bit disappointed with Disney Plus because I didn't really watch much on it. And I think that's down to, I was on a Doctor Who, like a modern Doctor Who rewatch, and all these live tweet-alongs of Doctor Who is keeping me really engaged in that, as well as editing the fan series. I'm just on a big Doctor Who high at the moment. So that's one factor, is obviously, like, if you're really wanting to watch a particular thing, obviously there's not everything on Disney Plus. It's everything Disney owns. What it is good for, like right off the bat, is it has all the Star Wars movies, all the Marvel movies, with the odd exception, like you don't have Incredible Hulk or the Spider-Man movies because of licensing. Disney doesn't own the full rights to them, and you don't have The Rise of Skywalker yet because it's not out on home video yet. So apart from that, you got all of those TV shows as well. Obviously, the big draw factor is The Mandalorian, which I'd already seen, because if I didn't, I would have got spoilt for me. So yeah, there's that as well. The one draw for me really was the Star Wars The Clone Wars, the final season, which I haven't started watching yet. So, and obviously the big controversial thing, I think, if you will, is they've released it over here and are releasing episodes weekly like they did in America. And there's a lot of, oh, why can't you just drop the whole season now? And I get it. Disney wants to stick to its formula, because it would be weird if they gave us the entire first season of The Mandalorian in one go, and then when The Mandalorian season 2 comes out, we're made to watch it weekly, because then you just see people complain about that. So I understand it, even though it's been ages since The Mandalorian finished. But that's just, there's so many like intricate details, you know, licensing agreements. That's like the big reason why it's taking this amount of time to get to the UK in the first place. So you got to ask yourself, do you like Star Wars? Do you like Marvel? Do you like Pixar? Do you like Disney? If you like any of those things, Do you like National Geographic? Do you like The Simpsons? If you like any of those 6 things, Disney Plus is 100% worth it for you. Even if you like The Simpsons, but you like none of the other stuff, it's got 30 seasons of The Simpsons on there. And think about that, like, that is way easier and manageable than going out and buying all 30 of those Simpsons seasons. Or if you just like Marvel, where you got a whole array of Marvel stuff, including a lot of the great 90s cartoons. Or if you just like Disney's own stuff, well, they have so much of that on there. So yes, those are the sort of things you need to ask yourself. Now, let's talk about their originals stuff, because this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So The Mandalorian is great. I haven't started the Clone Wars yet. I mean, the original stuff's not great, apart from, like, The Mandalorian. They do have a really cool documentary series called, I think it's called The Imagineering Story, where it focuses on the Imagineers that bring, like, the parks to life, and that's really fun. But yeah, I mean, the Jeff Goldblum show looks interesting, but I'm worried it won't be as funny because he's scripted. Yeah, there's one show on there that I had to ask myself, why have I decided to watch this, and I couldn't answer that question. High School Musical, the series. It just doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know who its audience is. It's like Riverdale, but really tame. And Riverdale's not very good anyway. And I'm going to get so much flack for that. But Riverdale is not a good show. It's ridiculous. It's absolute insanity. And I think High School Musical, the series, is going to head in that insanity direction quite soon, but just on a lot more of a tame level. Diary of a Future President looks okay. I might give that a go. But again, because it's Disney and it's family friendly, these original shows aren't as good. The Mandalorian gets a nice pass because it's Star Wars, so you can do a little bit more kind of not as family friendly things with Star Wars that's still family friendly. But then, I mean, you also have things like, there's all the Muppet movies, there's the 2015 Muppets show where it's like a parody of The Office. So there is, you have to do a deep dive into it, because you've got films like Treasure Planet, The Black Cauldron, The Sword and the Stone, the Robin Hood one where he's a fox. You have to really do a deep dive into Disney Plus to kind of see the gems, the hidden gems. But yeah, so the bottom line is, I'd say you need to know what you're looking for in a streaming service. So for me, I was going to get it regardless anyway. I also have Amazon Prime and I have Netflix. So I have now a nice, strong selection of streaming choices. Yeah, I'm always sitting there at midnight, scrolling through, never know what to watch. But that's the way streaming is for me. So you just need to know what you want out of Disney Plus. But I think at the price it's at the moment, just give it a go. Whether you're into any of the Disney stuff or not, because you never know. But yeah, so that's this. This has gone on a little bit longer than I'd anticipated, actually. But that's the bonus Jones Zone vlog. If you liked it, please leave a like, the thumbs up note thing, comment. I'm happy to get into commenting. It would be nice to have some discussions. And subscribe, because that would be amazing. And if you like Doctor Who, that is a strong basis of what my channel is. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few Jones Zone vlogs down the road where it's just me talking about Doctor Who for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up though because I don't want it to go much over the 10 minutes and it already has. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.